हेलो एवरीवन, आज हम पढ़ेंगे क्लास 9th ज्योग्राफी का चैप्टर नंबर फर्स्ट, इंडिया साइज एंड लोकेशन। इस वीडियो में हम क्वेश्चन आंसर्स पढ़ेंगे। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं। वेरी शॉर्ट आंसर्स। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, द टोटल लेंथ ऑफ द कोस्ट लाइन ऑफ द मेनलैंड इंक्लूडिंग अंडमान एंड निकोबार एंड लक्षद्वीप इज। आंसर 7516.6 किलोमीटर। Next question, the neighboring countries that share their boundaries with India are. Answer, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Myanmar, Bangladesh, China, Nepal and Bhutan. Next question, what is the longitudinal extent of India? Answer, 68 degree 7 minute east to 97 degree 25 minute east. Next question, what is the latitudinal extent of India? Answer, 8 degree 4 minute north and 37 degree 6 minute north. Next question, which is the smallest state in India? Answer, Goa. Next question, the north-south extent of India is about. Answer, 3214 kilometer. Next question, which states does not share any international boundary? Answer, Madhya Pradesh. Next question, which canal has reduced India's distance from Europe by 7000 kilometer? Answer, Suez Canal. Next question, what influences the duration of the day and night as one moves from south to north? Answer, latitudinal extent. Next question, which ocean has been named after a country? Answer, Indian Ocean. Next question, what is a strait? Answer, a narrow channel of sea that connects two layers bodies of water. Next question, China is the dash largest country in the world? Answer, fourth. Next question, from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, the time lag is? Answer, 2 hours. Next question, the southernmost point of Indian mainland is? Answer, Kanyakumari. Next question, Suez Canal was opened in which year? Answer, 1869. Next question, India's total area account for about of the total geographical area of the world? Answer, 2.4%. Next question, which neighboring country of India is an island? Answer, Maldives. Next question, name any two states of India that shares international boundaries? Answer, Punjab and Jammu Kashmir. Next question, state the types of states India had before 1947. Answer, before 1947 there were two types of states in India, such as the provinces and princely states. Short answers. Question, how does India occupy an important strategic position in South Asia? Answer, India occupies an important strategic position in South Asia in the following ways. First, the Indian landmass has a central location between the East and the West Asia. Second, the trans-Indian Ocean routes which connect the countries of Europe in the West and the countries of East Asia provide a strategic central location to India. Third, The Deccan Peninsula protrudes into the Indian Ocean, has helped India to establish close contact with West Asia, Africa, and Europe from the western coast, and with Southeast and East Asia from the eastern coast. Next question. What is the name of the southernmost point of India? Why is it not visible today? Answer. The southernmost point of India is Indra Point. The Indra Point is situated in the Great Nicobar Group of Islands in Andaman Nicobar Island. It is not visible today because it was submerged under the sea water in the 2004 during the tsunami. Next question. What is latitude? What is the latitudinal extent of India? Answer. The position of a place measured in degrees north or south of the equator. It is mostly calculated because of angular distance of a place north-south of the equator. The mainland of India extends between latitudes 8 degree 4 minute north and 37 degree 6 minute north. The latitudinal extension shows that India is located in the northern hemisphere. Next question. Which ocean is named after India? Give two reasons as to why it was named after India. The answer. The Indian Ocean is named after India. India is the only country which has the credit of an ocean named after it. The Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal extensions of the Indian Ocean lie to the west and east of Indian Peninsula, and the Indian Ocean lies to its south. No other country has a long coastline on the Indian Ocean as India. The central location of India at the head of the Indian Ocean has provided India a strategic location of great significance along the Trans-Indian Ocean routes. It is India's eminent position in the Indian Ocean which justifies the naming of the ocean after India. Next question. Why is India called a subcontinent? Answer. India is called a subcontinent because it is a big landmass. This stands out as a distinct geographical unit from the rest of the continent. It is separated by natural features like mountains and rivers. India is also separated from rest of the continent by the mighty Himalayas. Next question. How have been mountain passes been helpful in India since historic times? Explain. Answer. India is bounded by the Yangfold Mountains in the northwest, north, and the northeast. The various passes across the mountains in the north have provided passages to the ancient travelers. The spices, muslin, and other merchandise were taken from India to different countries through these passes. Mountain passes have contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities since historic times. Long answers. Question. How has the long coastline been beneficial to India? Answer. The Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal extension of the Indian Ocean lie to the west and east of Indian Peninsula, and the Indian Ocean lies to its south. The total length of the coastline of the mainland of India including Andaman and Nicobar, and Lakshadweep is 7,516.6 km. The long coastline of India has helped in maritime trade since age. The central location of India at the head of the Indian Ocean has provided it a strategic location along the trans-Indian Ocean routes. India can establish close contact with West Asia, Africa and Europe from western coast and the southeast, and East Asia from the eastern coast. The long coastline has also played a major role in influencing the climate of India. It provides opportunities for fishing and extraction of petroleum. It serves as a natural boundary protecting India. Next question. What was the contribution of land routes to India in ancient time? Explain. Answer. The contribution of land routes to India in ancient times are given below. The large land boundaries of India have helped to develop links with her neighboring countries. It contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities since ancient times. Next, the ideas of the Upanishads, the Ramayana, the Gita, etc. have become known to the world. Next, the Indian numerals as well as the decimal system long back crossed the border. The Arabs took these ideas to the west. Next, the spices, muslin, and the other merchandise were taken away from India to different countries through these land routes. Next, on the other hand, the influences of Greek sculpture and the architectural style of dome and minerals from West Asia can be seen in different parts of our country. इसी के साथ हमारा ये वीडियो कंप्लीट होता है। इस चैप्टर का एक्सप्लेनेशन देखने के लिए या एक्सप्लेनेशन वीडियो के लिए आप डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिए गए लिंक को क्लिक करके वीडियो देख सकते हैं। हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें जिससे आपको आने वाले वीडियोस के बारे में जानकारी मिल सके, आपको नोटिफिकेशन मिल सके। हमें कमेंट करके ज़रूर बताएं कि आपको ये वीडियो कैसी लगी और हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। धन्यवाद।